my people. Welcome back to the Let's Chat Show. It's episode 6, and I'm your host, Miss Miliana. Okay, so we've been learning a lot so far. It's been amazing each and every week. Your comments and your push has brought us this far, and I want to say thank you all for being with us till now. Okay, so in today's episode, we are talking about saving here in Ghana. And I threw a question to my community here on WhatsApp and also on YouTube, and I got some nice comments. Let's get into the comments. So, Coco vaguely said, eh, she can save only two CDs here in Ghana while she works here in Ghana. So she can only save two CDs. Vaguely, yeah. But that's her honest truth looking at how things are here in Ghana. Okay, before we get into onto the next comment, I just want to break down the. I think so far you will know how the system of Ghana works right now, and I think most Ghanaians, almost every Ghanaian, know about it. But there's no harm in going over it again. So, right after tertiary, let's say right after university, you are you have to. It's not too much compulsory, but you would have to do your national service for future purposes. So if you are someone who is more who want to be getting into the government sector or get into higher in your working place, not to own your own company or stuff, you will be needing your national service certificate at some point. So it's kind of important to do your national service right after tertiary to serve your nation and get your certificate. So during that period is um 10 to 12 months. Yeah, there's some 1 month leave somewhere. So 12 to, 10 to 12 months for your national service right after university. So I think about 90% of the university graduates go through that here in Ghana. So afterwards, that's your first year. So most people their first year is national service. Someone like me, my first year, I'm doing my national service as it's almost a year now. So I'll be finishing my national service soon. So after my national service, I would want to maybe I pray to be retained in my company right now, or I pray to get a good paying job right after, so that I wouldn't be home unemployed for so long. People actually get finish their national service and they'll be home for almost 3 years, 5 years, no job. They'll have to do something, try a business or something, and then not like there are actually plenty bitter people in the country right now who are done with university and have no jobs. It's there. But let's just go through the procedure whereby you get a job. You would have to do your national service here in Ghana, or if you have your admissions to travel out, or you have any business you are doing already, and you think you don't need a national service, and you think in a national service you wouldn't need it in future, you know your purpose and all that, then that's cool. But let's dive into how much you can save from your first year, second year working here in Ghana after tertiary. So, Insightful Mind here on YouTube says, well, it depends on the job pay and the person's saving habits and government policies initiated. But in all, I think 20% of the accumulated 2 years salary is minimum. So you can save 20% of your salary. And me, I think I can save 1,000 Ghana cedis from my national service through to if I get a job afterwards. I may be able to save only 1,000 cedis because I think averagely after my national service, averagely I may be paid 2,500 cedis with my certificate. So I think, and calculating my expenses every month, I can force to only save 1,000 Ghana cedis. Aside, maybe I'll be investing in myself and build myself up. That's how much I think I can save. And I went further to search online, and Oprah News says you can save about 16.8% of your accumulated salary. So it's kind of closer to what Insightful Mind commented on. Okay, so with this or that, I was like, okay, let's do some calculation with myself. Me being an example, Miss Miliana being an example. Okay, so I started working, officially started working, doing my national service in November 2022. Yeah. And national service allowance nationwide is 559 Ghana cedis. So that's the allowance, or that's the salary we are to earn as well as we are doing our national service. People find themselves in some sectors whereby they pay them very well doing their national service, and that's very, very okay. Yes. So that's very nice to have that going on. But let's say averagely we are to earn 559 cedis our first year. That's doing our national service. So I'm earning 559 cedis as my salary plus some allowances. Okay, so my from November to January, I earn no pay. I earn no pay. I think the only allowance I got was 40 Ghana cedis from my then employer, sorry. My then employer, that's the only allowance I got, 40 cedis, and I equate it to zero. So I had nothing. I had no allowance. I had no salary coming from November to January. So how I fed, how I went to work, now God. Yes. So in February, I changed my workplace, and from February to May, I earned my 559 plus an allowance. So my new workplace added transportation allowance to our 559, and they are so amazing. That was so kind of them. That has been so kind of them, and they are doing very well for us. Yes. So from February to May, I in total I have earned 4,236 Ghana cedis. And so if I am using insightful minds calculation, 20% of 4,236 is 847 Ghana cedis. And I am not there. I have I have no savings. I have no savings. Yes, I have no savings now because my expenditure in a month is more than my income in a month. But I have made sure that I cleared my debts and I am debt free. So that's one thing I'm grateful for. And it's like I have broken even. So right now we are moving to the next stage of making money. You understand? Okay, so as we move on to the next stage of making money, I started learning about money, making money, reading books, researching, listening to people, listening to the top people also. And so far, what I have learned is learning more vocals about money. And I want to share two vocals with you, and then we dive. I think I've shared it before, but let's dive. There's no harm in diving more in and getting more insights about it. So the first one is cash inflow, and the second is assets. So cash inflow is, to me, is one activity or activities I want to engage in that will bring me more money, that will bring more money into my account. So an activity I'll be doing that will bring, it will be paying me, giving me more money into my account that I can live well and move on and invest well. Yes. And then the next thing is assets. Assets is something that I will build up, and in the near future that asset will be bringing more money, so that asset will be a channel of cash inflow into my account. Yes. So so far my cash inflow isn't really steady, isn't really much, aside the allowance I'm getting from my workplace, or maybe a gift that comes in, or maybe a family gift that comes in, or family allowance or something. That's all the cash inflow I'm getting. But now I have a lot of businesses in mind, and I'm channeling down, learning about it, and knowing what to do to make another cash inflow come in. Yes. So that's what I have learned so far, and that's the actions I'm taking around it. You get to know more about it because we are here to build ourselves up. We are here to chat about real lives and then how to build a better life here in Ghana. Okay, so the next thing is assets. So far, assets. I feel assets is in my journey of learning money about money. Assets is something that will bring me money, a building that will bring me money. So, in a nutshell, my home, whereby I'll have to pay electricity bill, I'll have to pay water bill, I have to get stock groceries, I have to pay for maintenance of this, that. It's not an asset for me. So an asset is something that will be bringing in money that but will not be taking money out from me. And let's say a house, or I build a retail house whereby I will be what's the name? I would rent the house, and then the people who rent it will be paying me. So there's money coming. I'm not going to be paying their water bill and whatever. So that's an asset. So to build a house, you have to start with buying the land, getting the foundation and all that. And I was like, okay. So right now, my house is my YouTube channel. That's basically it. So my YouTube channel is my first asset since after school. This is what I'm building as my asset. And I realized and analyzed that on the internet, when you start earning money, you get to know that it's kind of like a constant thing. You start earning, and then it just keep coming, just keep coming. You just have to learn how to build it and enlarge it and expand it. Yes. So building this YouTube channel is one thing I've taken it so personal, and it's an asset I want to build, and it's an asset I would build, and we are all here to build it together. Because when you are building a foundation, or maybe when you want to build a very high story build, a very high city building, you have to make sure the foundation is very concrete, and that is that involves a lot of people. So it's this asset as my YouTube channel we are building. It involves you and I. It involves you watching me right now, you listening to me, taking anything you're taking from my word. We are building this together. We are building the foundation great, and building the foundation of the YouTube is where we hit the 100 subscribers, which we are almost there. Yeah, we build up to 500, we build to 1,000, we hit up threshold, we hit 100, we hit the 10,000, we hit the 50,000, we hit the 100,000, we keep going, keep going, keep going. Yes, so that's an asset we are building, and I am building right now. And I think you can identify something you can build and earn from. This is not someone will ask that how long would it take you to earn from YouTube and all, but I feel if I don't start it, I wouldn't know how long. So as I have started building up now, you all know how long it will take us to start making money, start giving out money and all that. Do you understand? So basically, that's it. So far, what we've learned so far is that in Ghana, saving is so hard. Saving is so hard. Coco said she thinks she can save 2 cedis because that's the money. So far, I think 2 cedis is the minimum money in my purse for like 2 months now. The minimum money I can have in my purse is 2 cedis, and trust me, I understand Coco's comments very well because I'm in that shoes too. Yes, but as I have learned that I can save about 20% of my income, or even 16.8% of my income. I'll try to do that. And I have I am in the school of thoughts that I can't save for my wealth. I have to invest for my wealth. So any money I save is for investment into my wealth. So right now, I'm moving on to getting lights for my YouTube channels, lights that will help me shoot each and every day, or mostly every night if when I get back from work. So I would rather save maybe my 20% from my next month to get that light. I wouldn't save for wealth. I'm saving for investment. So I need to build our foundation. You need to get more interactive here on YouTube. So that's it. I'm going to save my next 20% to invest into it. So I think if you learn that, it will help you kind of build something and not lose much. Do you understand? So thanks for watching. Thank you for joining me today. Okay, thank you so much for joining me. We've come to the end of this episode. I'm your host, Miss Liliana, and this is the Let's Chat Show. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Please like this video, comment on this video, what you've learned so far, how you're going to build it up, how much do you think you can save here in Ghana, how much do you think you can save, how much have you saved so far. I have saved zero, but I'm not in debt, and I'm so glad for that. And share this video, subscribe to this channel. Let's build this asset so big, and let everyone come see it. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much. Please subscribe, and it's peace out.